If you are here, it's likely because you are navigating a new chapter, a moment of profound transition that requires immense strength and clarity. You are an experienced, intelligent professional, and the path you are on right now can often feel isolating. Today, I want to talk about a strange pattern of the mind, one that can make a challenging journey feel even heavier, but one that, once understood, can help you reclaim your perspective. Let's talk about the echo chamber that our own brilliant minds can sometimes create. The clinical name for this experience is the Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon, though it's more accurately called the frequency illusion. It's the cognitive bias where, after you notice something for the first time, you have a tendency to notice it far more often, making you believe its frequency has genuinely increased. Does any of these sound familiar? You read one unsettling article about ageism in the hiring market. Suddenly, every news feed, every LinkedIn post, every conversation seems to be a whisper or a shout about that very topic. It feels like an epidemic that just appeared overnight. Or perhaps you hear about a company using a new intimidating piece of AI hiring software. For the next 2 weeks, it feels like the name of that software is in every single job description you read, confirming your fear that you're being left behind. It's the feeling that the world has suddenly changed its tune and the song is playing on a loop just for you. Let's strip away the jargon. Think of your brain as a world-class pattern matching machine. It is designed to find signals in the noise, especially when you're navigating unfamiliar territory. The frequency illusion is simply this. When you tag something as important or as a threat, your brain puts out an alert. It says, scan for this, find more of this. It isn't that the world is suddenly filled with more negative signs. It's that your brain, in an effort to protect you, has just handed your attention a new and urgent assignment. I want to be very clear. This is not a flaw in your thinking. It is a feature of your brain's incredible operation system. And it works through two key patterns. First is selective attention. You are constantly bombarded with millions of data points. Your attention acts like a mental highlighter, bringing focus to what matters most right now. When you're worried about job security, your highlighter automatically sweeps over every article about layoffs and ignores the thousands of other stories. Second is confirmation bias. This is your brain's tendency to look for evidence that proves that it already suspects is true. You start with a quiet fear. Perhaps no one is hiring for my role right now, and your brain begins to diligently collect evidence to build that case, presenting you with every rejection story it can find. It's a survival mechanism, but in this context, it can build a cage out of coincidence. You'll know you're in this loop when you feel that sense of eerie alignment, when a small observation suddenly feels like a universal truth. It is the feeling that the world is conspiring to show you one repeating and often discouraging narrative. When you find yourself thinking, see, there it is again. That's the signal. That is your brain confirming its own pattern, and it's your cue to take a gentle, conscious breath. You don't fight this by trying to fix your brain. You manage it by consciously widening your focus. First, simply acknowledge and name it. When you notice the pattern, say to yourself, this is the frequency illusion. This is my brain trying to find a pattern. Naming it removes its mystical power and turns it from a frightening reality into a simple, observable process. Second, actively widen the aperture. Your brain is currently zoomed in on a single negative frequency. Your job is to consciously tune it to other stations. For every data point of rejection or bad news you notice, task yourself with finding one piece of countervailing evidence. Look for a success story of someone in your field. Find an article about a new skill you can learn. Celebrate a small win from your day, a productive conversation, or a refined paragraph on your resume. You are not denying the challenges. You are simply ensuring that you are seeing the entire landscape, not just the one path your anxiety has highlighted. The world is not conspiring against you. Your brain is just trying to make sense of a new map in a moment of uncertainty. The patterns it finds are not destiny, they are just data points. Remember, you are an expert navigator who has charted difficult territory before, and you are no other one, and you are the one holding the compass. Thank you.